Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Peter's Precious. Let's talk mental health. Let's talk about your health in general. Everything concerning you, let's talk about it. Yeah. But today we're going to be talking about bulimia. Bulimia nervosa is still a type of eating disorder. You know, earlier we mentioned anorexia nervosa. The second type of eating disorder is bulimia nervosa. So now, what is bulimia nervosa? Bulimia is where someone is binge eating. Very soon you're going to know what that is. Like excessive eating. Just keep eating, stalking themselves. Even still, they are like they've reached the equilibrium of eating. They've passed it. They keep stuffing themselves with things, food, drinks, everything goes, and then they now make themselves vomit by using laxative to purge the food from their body after consuming it. That is bulimia. Basically binge eating, then purging themselves to remove it from their body. Hopefully, anybody can have bulimia nervosa, but it's usually common in young people between the age of 13 to 17. But bulimia nervosa can happen to anybody, regardless. It can happen to anybody of any age, but it's usually common in young people. So I'm going to give some symptoms of bulimia nervosa. Bulimia, anyone, is I call it bulimia or bulimia nervosa, is basically the same thing. So I'm going to give symptoms of bulimia or bulimia. I'm going to give you the symptoms anyway. And the first symptom is you see them eating extremely large amounts of food in a very short time and out of control. And this is usually what we call binge eating, consuming excessive amount of food in very little time. And then you see them using laxative to purge themselves, to vomit, or to remove the food one way or the other from their system, with the fear of adding weight from consuming so much food. Another thing you see, they have fear for adding weight. They are usually very afraid to put on a single weight, even 1 kg they don't want. So they try to purge everything out after consuming a whole lot, and they are very critical about their weight and their body shape. They usually have frequent mood changes. They feel very tense. They feel very anxious about everything, and they are always scared of adding weight. So there are so many symptoms that can affect people. There are symptoms to look out for, even yourself and those around you. Just look out for these symptoms. You might not know you're exhibiting them. Look out for them. Now, the reason I say you should look out for them, because even yourself, you might not usually pick it, because people who have this bulimia nervosa are extremely secretive, because they don't want anybody to know what they are doing, and of course they don't want people to know the amount they are consuming and what they have to do after to purge themselves, to either vomit or poo. They won't want, of course you won't want people to know about all that, so they're usually very secretive about all these things. So it might not be very easy to spot these symptoms in an individual, so you need to be careful and try to observe people and help even observe yourself more. And there are so many health risks for people who have bulimia nervosa. There are so many health risks, and it can lead to physical health problems which are associated with, of course, not getting the right nutrients from their body and vomiting a lot. And also from the health risk could also be from the excessive use of laxative and diuretics. And some possible complications could be they feel excessively weak, they are tired, they might be having dental problems from stomach acids, from persistent vomiting, and it can damage the enamel, and they get so many health risks and complications from bulimia nervosa. Some people usually have bad breath, sore throat, or tear in the lining of the throat, which is also caused by stomach acid. Irregular or absence of period, that's for the females. You see dry skin, hair breakage, like hair cutting basically, brittle fingernails, swollen glands, muscle spasms, and heart, kidney, bowel problem, constipation, bone problem, so many things, so many health risks or people who have bulimia nervosa, that's why you say, please look out for even yourself, people around you that are going through it. Try to help them. Just try to help them. You might ask, what can cause people to have bulimia nervosa? Now, few causes is, if it is present in an individual's family, the likelihood of it happening to another person is high. Some people get this when they've been sexually abused, and it resulted to people having bulimia nervosa because probably attributing the abuse to the way they looked at that particular time. Maybe, because I was big, people thought maybe I was bigger than my age because of my body size. So they've attributed that, they've linked it together. So you can make sexual abuse can make someone develop bulimia nervosa. We have anxiety, low self-esteem, obsessive personalities can make someone develop bulimia nervosa, or you're overly concerned with being seen, or particularly you're feeling pressured by the society or your job, like we said in anorexia nervosa. If you are particularly, like, if these are affecting you, you discover that people can develop bulimia nervosa because of that, or you are being criticized for your eating habits, your body shape, your weight. People can develop bulimia nervosa because of all these things. So we need to be careful about how you talk to people, because you never know what they're going through. Be careful how you talk to people. Some people just open their mouth and talking nonsense. Be careful how you talk to people. You say, guy, this is like your thought. That's not the way to go about it. That's not the way to go about it. So you need to be careful with all that. And these are the few causes that I've mentioned that could cause bulimia nervosa in an individual. We also need to know that this bulimia nervosa, some people will call it the binge purge cycle. That is, you eat, you purge, you eat again, you purge, and the cycle continues. It's a vicious cycle of binging and purging, and this is triggered by both hunger, sadness, stress. It can be triggered by all these things. And you've also set a strict rule for yourself about dieting, exercising, about eating, and failure to keep all these things, or like failure to keep exercising, or failure to keep dieting, or failure to keep to the rules you've set for yourself about either dieting, exercising, eating. All these things can lead to period of excessive eating and loss of control. That happens to result to binge eating, after which an individual now start feeling ashamed and guilty about what they've done, which will now lead to purging. So it is a vicious cycle that keeps going over and over and over again, binging and purging, and that's what bulimia nervosa is. So how would you know what are the warning signs when someone else, not you, have this bulimia nervosa? The truth is that you discover some warning signs in an individual. You see the person eating a lot of food, excessively much, is too much, and they consume this very fast. And then you see people usually going to the bathroom a lot after eating. Anytime they eat, they must enter the bathroom like immediately. You need to take note of all these things. Excessively obsessing over exercise, especially after eating. Please take note of all these things. They are warning signs. They might have not gotten the bulimia nervosa in itself, but these are warning signs that someone might be indicating that someone might be having an eating disorder. You just need to take note of all this to help them and even help yourself if it's you. How can you help yourself if you have bulimia nervosa? You feel like you're tending to that direction. The first thing you need to do is you need to make realistic meal plans that will guide you throughout the day. You should learn about what triggers you, what makes you to start. Try to recognize these signs, like, to help you be able to intervene in this binge purge cycle. You need to identify the cause of the disorder, because if you actually understand what the root cause is, it's going to be very easy to treat the issue at hand in an healthier way. And then you need to find ways of coping with your feelings, that things that make you feel depressed or down, that make you go eat again. You need to take note of all these things and try to monitor what you're eating. But in all, the best thing is to seek help. Just go out there, seek help. It's very important, because there's help. Don't say you're alone. You're not alone in all this. People are going through it, and it's good to reach out to societies who help people do this, because you discover you're not alone. You can see people with the same problem or issue or difficulty or challenge also, and they share their story and discover that you want to level up to that, and discover that, oh yeah, you can come out of this easily, and it help you. So please do seek help. Help is just the basic thing. Just seek help. There's help, a lot of help out there. You just need to seek help, and you discover that everything will be a story of the past, basically. So yeah, thank you very much. Seek help. Oh, please seek help. All right, seek help. That's just it. Seek help. So thank you very much for watching Eating Disorder, Bulimia Nervosa. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you picked one or two things from it. What Bulimia Nervosa is, the symptoms, the signs of Bulimia Nervosa. Excessive eating, you will learn about triggers. It could be passed down from family, and it could be because of being criticized about the way you eat, your body shape, your weight, excessive you're excessively obsessed about being slim or looking a certain way. You need to take note of all these things, and then for treatment you need to learn about your triggers. You need to identify the cause of the disorder to be able to tackle it in a healthier way. You need to find out ways to cope with this particular feeling, make realistic meal plans, and basically long and short of it is to seek help. So if you have not picked anything throughout this video, just pick this last part of it to help yourself and help those around you. It's going to be difficult, like I said earlier in the video, it's difficult to identify those who have bulimia nervosa because they're usually very secretive. So it might take a while for you to identify someone who has bulimia nervosa. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you picked one or two things from this. Please like and share to your friends and family so they can also take notes of this, and if there's anyone around them who needs this or needs help, it will be easy for them to find out early enough and seek the help they truly need. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.